to succeed. Don't let them kill your dream. Protect the vision that you see. Shine like the star you are. Shine like a star.
After practicing for 24 years as an advocate, she decided to leave it all behind and follow what she believes is her purpose. Today, Mona Naidoo is an inspirational speaker, a philanthropist, a coach, and a mentor. She is passionate about assisting people to improve the quality of their lives. We are honored to have in our presence Her Highness Mona. Welcome, Princess Mona.
Thank you.
So I'm not just calling you Princess Mona. There's a story behind that name. Would you please tell us how you were crowned Princess Mona?
Well, it's actually Princess Mona of Kili.
Oh, of Kili.
Kili is Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
And that occurred in 2016 when I slipped a pair of gold sandals into Vis's bag when we trekked up Mount Kilimanjaro, and a tiara, and went up to Uhuru Peak and slipped on the tiara, refreshed my red lipstick, and put on these gold heels at sub-zero temperatures.
Wow. And this was after how many hours of climbing up Mount Kilimanjaro? Ladies and gentlemen, she's been at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I mean, after how many hours you decided to slip on a pair of gold heels and put on your lipstick?
5 days of trekking, but the actual trek up the summit was about 11 hours.
Wow.
And in the freezing cold.
Oh my word.
And there I go, and when nothing's functioning for everybody else, I could open up the boots, take off the gaiters, pull off the 3 pairs of socks, and put on these beautiful dainty sandals.
Wow.
And pose.
And of course, I mean,
absolutely.
You can't do anything without posing, really.
Yeah.
And tell me, what kind of person does it take to climb Mount Kilimanjaro? And just tell us also, how did you get that opportunity for those of us who will never do it but just want to know?
You know, when they talk about when your purpose becomes clearer to you, it may lead you on strange paths. And that's what happened.
Wow.
I thought I was going to contribute to a program called Caring for Girls.
Yes.
And the founder then told me, but you're going to be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. And I said, me? No ways, not me. I don't do mountains. And the next minute, I agreed. But the best part was when I volunteered my husband as well.
Yes, two for the price of one.
Exactly. And that is what happened. And when that opportunity came to me, I realized the divine's bringing me something to take me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely.
And climbing a mountain, let me tell you, is taking you out of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
And where does our growth lie? When we get out of our comfort zone.
When we get out of our comfort zone. Most definitely. So today you are all these big words, human behavioural specialist, transformational coach, executive mentor, philanthropist. All these big names. Why did you study law?
It's so interesting. My role models were all politicians.
Wow.
But I would say they were more than politicians. They were statesmen. They were leaders of this world. Mahatma Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr. And then, when I started this trek, when I studied law, I didn't know about Nelson Mandela.
Wow.
And think about it. What is it that all of these people have in common? They've studied law.
Wow.
And I didn't understand all that at the time when I decided, but I knew I wanted to be like them. And law would allow me that opportunity to get there. Now, how interesting. I left my legal career to get into an avenue to not just empower people, but to contribute to their betterment, to the betterment of mankind. And my legal background holds me in good stead to do that.
Wow. You are on the same par as great leaders such as Nelson Mandela. And tell me, how did you know that this chapter has now come to an end and now it's time to move on to the next chapter?
Well, the nudge has been there for 2 years before that.
Wow.
And being human, and you are comfortable, and
Of
you're
the comfort
afraid,
zone.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's Lisa Nichols who says, leap and leap afraid. You know, even when you're afraid, you take that jump, because when your fear actually shows you in which direction to go.
Wow.
So it's an indicator for anyone. Wherever you're afraid to go, know that that's where you
Oh
mislead
my,
next.
oh my. And when was that exact moment where you were like, okay,
I'm doing this.
yeah, this is what I need to do. I'm doing this.
On the 31st of August last year.
Wow. So it's almost a year. Yes. Wow. And tell me, what did your husband Vis say? Was he like,
Go for it! Go for it! Absolutely, I'm behind you.
wow, so he was very supportive.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And that's crazy, because I was wanting him to actually
Not
dissuade
say
me. Yes.
to you.
Like, what's wrong with you, man? No. You don't do things like this. But he's just as I thought I was crazy for wanting to climb Kilimanjaro. He's even more crazy than I am.
Wow. And what does it take to just drop everything and decide to follow what you believe is your purpose?
Scary. Extremely scary. Because you're going into the unknown. Because what I did was, most people will tell you, plan everything first before you go. But that's not God's plan for us. When the divine has a plan for you, when the divine says jump, you jump.
Yeah.
And that's where your greatest rewards are. When you take a leap of faith, not knowing where you land, but trusting that wherever you're going to land is the right place at that time.
Wow.
So it is terrifying. And what is life without being a little bit scared?
Definitely. And tell me, are you happy?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure it shows.
It shows. It shows.
It shows.
Without a doubt, I can see you are definitely happy.
Yeah.
So are you content?
Absolutely. Because I get to do what I really love to do without any limitations. I don't have to worry about the work I was doing and who I'm going to be offending in that environment. Should I say something? Should I do something? I'm actually being allowed to be me and free to speak, to be, to evolve.
And do you believe that everything that you are doing today is what you are supposed to be doing?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because every morning I get up and ask, how may I serve today? Who do I interact with? What do I say? Because none of it is me doing anything. I'm just a conduit.
Wow. And how does one find their purpose?
The first question you'd want to ask yourself is, how can I add value to somebody else?
Wow.
Because that is why we are here. We are here to serve people.
We're not here for ourselves.
No.
Yes.
It's Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson, that said, the purpose of life is not to be happy.
Sure.
It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, and to live a life well. That's what Emerson said.
And where do you get your filling from? I don't know if I'm posing it correctly, because they say to give to others, you need to give from the overflow. So from the saucer, not from the cup. Where do you get filled up from?
From the divine. When you understand that you are more than you ever believed you are, you know that there's an abundance. That overflow comes from knowing that there's enough for me, for you, for everyone.
Wow.
And we all can have our share from it.
Wow.
Always believing that. So it's living with that abundance mentality, that prosperity mentality, and always knowing that there's enough.
And what do you know for sure?
What I know for sure
Yeah.
is that there is enough for all of us.
Wow.
That I am enough. And when I knew that I was enough, everything became enough around me.
Wow. And what would you say to your younger self?
I would say to my younger self that I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you for believing, for knowing that deep inside, no matter how different you thought you were, that you've allowed yourself to emerge. And what I would say to my younger self even more is that you are enough. Don't ever forget that. Remember how beautiful you are. Remember how magnificent you are. And remember that I love you.
And you know, it's so powerful you saying that, because I believe that people have a void within them. And, you know, in order to be able to give to others, you need to be filled yourself. And I think that people are unable to give because there's a void within them, you know, and they feel that they are not enough. But how does one fill that void within themselves?
Only you. Only when you find you deep within, and isn't that is so many people are still searching for themselves because they've forgotten who they are. Because society has molded them into these beings, put us in little boxes. And the time is now for us to each be our most authentic selves. But nobody can do it for you. We can tell you where to go, we can tell you how to do it. But only when you make that decision and say, look yourself in the mirror, by the way, and say deep into your eyes, I am enough. And you do that every day, for the rest of your life, actually.
Yeah.
To remind yourself.
Because speaking it actually is what brings it into existence.
Yes, absolutely.
It's what reinforces it, and whatever you speak in your mouth becomes.
Yeah.
Can anyone live a purpose-driven life, or is it just for the elite few, the chosen?
Not at all. Every one of us has a purpose. Everyone has been created to have some part in the betterment of mankind. Everyone has been given talents to participate in the betterment of mankind. Everybody is here with a purpose. The only challenge is that most people get bogged down by the word purpose because they think that purpose equals noble cause only. But that's not it. You could be somebody making beautiful clothes, making beautiful music like what you do, making beautiful jewelry, making beautiful food, taking care of people. It's how do you add value to others?
Adding numbers.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that everybody has to now quit their job.
Precisely.
Because some people love their job.
Yes.
And they're passionate about their job, and it's their purpose to be in that very place at that particular time.
So even a person sweeping the streets is adding value to us.
Wow. How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as the fun Princess Melo of Kili, bringing joy to children. One of the pictures on my vision board are these two little girls with the word hope in between them. And below them is a picture of Nelson Mandela, with basically stating fulfilling his legacy.
Yes.
Now for me, I want to be remembered as somebody who's fun, who has brought transformation to this country, to this world, in a fun way, where people are happy, smiling faces, and the picture I have in my head is children running around, happy, joyful, being children, and having food in their tummies. Because there's nothing more important than seeing a child well-nourished, well-educated, and happy.
And definitely, when I see you, I become happy.
That's wonderful.
So, we're going to go into this segment called 5 Fun Facts.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask you 5 questions, and you're just going to answer that for me. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is by, I would think, well, I've got quite a few, but let me take one.
You read a lot of books.
Yes. Let's take one. John Osowitz. That the most wonderful gift one human being can give to another is to make that person's life a little bit better.
Wow.
And that's the ethos I live by.
Wow, definitely. The betterment of others.
Yes.
Assisting others. What are you passionate about? That first line that I read in the beginning? Assisting others.
Others to improve the quality of their
The
lives.
quality of their lives. What's your favorite book?
That's a bit of a challenging one because I love books, but if I have to just jump up, you know what's really fun? How to Make One Hell of a Profit and Still Go to Heaven by Dr. John D. Martini. It is really fun.
Is it fun or is it your favorite?
I think that's a bit of a challenging question because I've got so many favorites. favorites.
I know, I've seen all your books. You've got a lot of books.
I'm reading all the time. So every one that I'm currently reading is my favorite. Like currently now it's The Power of One by Courtney Bryce.
Well, okay, so whatever book you're reading at that time
Is my favorite. Yes, I think that's the best way to put it.
Which person, dead or alive, would you love to have dinner with?
Mahatma Gandhi.
And
I want to know why did he have to walk around in that thin cloth? Because it was cold at times.
Oh my word! And what's your favorite place or spot?
Now that's another difficult question. Do you know why? Because each place in the world holds a special memory. But if I have to really, really narrow it down, I would say,
Your
you
house.
see, I'm still trying. No, I'm still trying. I would say Venice.
Venice. Okay. And what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is the colors of the rainbow.
The colors.
The color, yeah. Did you notice? If I have to choose one, I'll say royal blue.
Royal blue. Okay, we've got to wrap it up. But before we do, I just want you to look into that camera and say, be great, for if not you, then who?
Be great, for if not you, then who?
Then who? Thank you so much, Vis Naidoo, for joining us today. We've been so honored to have you in our presence, and I know definitely you are going to make so many people happy, and you're going to impact the world. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Melo. You've been tuned into Be Great with Melo. Be great, for if not you, then who? God bless you. Signing out.
Oh, Naledi, you are born to succeed. Don't let them kill your dream. Protect the vision that you see.